amateur and professional boxing background, and now getting to the peak of that condition once again, will certainly be more than ready for Johnny Valentine. Because not counting Valentine out, a great athlete, a man of great endurance and stamina, he will also certainly be in peak physical condition.
That he was forced to come back too early after his injury. He was out for approximately 10 weeks. Certainly I feel myself that any man that has a shoulder separation that is forced to come back to wrestle, and it's just a short period of 10 weeks after the separation, is certainly not enough time for full healing. And he feels the same way. So now that I've defeated Harley Race, Junior claims that he should be declared the world's champion or given a chance at this, because he claims that I have never defeated him, which is true. I never have defeated Dory Funk Jr. in a world's title match. Now, I want this match just as badly as Dory Funk Jr. does, because I want to prove to myself and the wrestling fans and to Dory Funk Jr. that I am the world's champion, and I aim to beat Dory Funk Jr. when I step in a match with him. I'm going to carry the match to him, force him into that mistake, and defeat Dory Funk Jr.
He is here to wrestle the biggest and the best in the world, the biggest and the best wrestlers.
Well, Jim, as you know, I've been traveling around all the United States. I've just recently returned from Japan. And I can't say that I do not have any love for Johnny Valentine. I've wrestled the man in Texas. I've wrestled him all over the Super Destroyers here, Ivan Koloff. When I got to looking at just probably the top talent in the whole United States right here in the Mid-Atlantic area, and even a young guy,
You mean Ric Flair?
Ric Flair's down here. He's jipping in and jiving, chopping everybody, and the Bounty Hunter Destroyer gets on TV and brags about putting a man out of wrestling, depriving him of making a livelihood. And this is the kind of guys I want to wrestle. This is the kind of wrestlers I come in here. Sometimes I think they might be a little sick in the head, because they love brutality as long as it's working on the other individual, but when the shoe's on the other foot and they're the ones that's getting hurt, they're the ones that's having to spend time out of wrestling healing up, that's when they start to scream, and that's what I'd like to do. I want to come here, I want to win, I want to make money, and I want to wrestle the best. And it's the way I see it. I can look any further. The best are right here.
Well, Chief Wahoo, the name Chief Wahoo McDaniel strikes fear into a lot of people's eyes and hearts.
I think the thing that it's not fear so much as they know that I'm a good athlete, and when they wrestle me, that I'm going to give 110% in the ring, and if they make one mistake, I do have the experience to beat them. And that's what these wrestlers, as great as they are, every great wrestler has that moment where he lets his guard down. He makes one mistake, and that's when he gets pinned. And these guys, as great as they are, they cannot stand getting pinned, because they'll no longer have that big reputation as being great.
Welcome to Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. I understand you've been on a bit of a tour around the world, right?
Yes, yes. I started wrestling about a year ago. I was trained in Minneapolis by Vern Gagne, who is probably one of the top wrestlers in the nation. And I spent some time in Florida, and I just got back from Japan. And I really enjoyed both places, especially Miami, because I played football there and enjoyed seeing some of the people, and I like the people down here. And I'm really happy to get an opportunity to come here to Charlotte and wrestle here, because there's some top names like Johnny Valentine, Brute Bernard, and Rip Hawk, and they're all good wrestlers. I know I've seen them in action, and I'm looking forward to get a chance to wrestle these men.
Well, like you say, we have the finest wrestlers around. This Johnny Valentine and this Brute Bernard. Have you ever personally wrestled these fellows before?
No, I haven't. Like I said, I'm actually in my rookie year, and I think now after being in Japan and been around a little bit, I've got the confidence, and I'm looking forward to get an opportunity to work against top wrestlers like this.
Well, Bob, we know you do good, and we're going to keep our eye on you. Okay, Bob.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sonny King, the Avenger, and Sweet Hanson take on Mr. Fuji and Chuck O'Connor, plus Sandy Scott, Klondike Bill, Cowboy Park, and others, Friday, December 27th, City Armory, Lynchburg. Johnny Valentine, the champ. Sonny, you got him.
Well, you know, Bill, like, I could stand out here and say many things, but I really don't have to. you know. Like, my reputation stands for itself, and the people in that area knows exactly what Sonny King stands for. And like I've said many times, Bill, I've never got on TV or any place else and said anything that I didn't live up to when I went into the arena that I said I was, that I went into. Bill, I want to say one thing. Valentine, I don't care nothing about him at all. Nothing, Bill. I have no respect for him. As far as ability, he has no ability, He just comes out and he says a lot of things. He may be tough, Bill, but I think I'm a little bit tougher. And I think everybody that have watched me before wrestle Valentine knows about it. Bill?
Right. I'd like to see that bout in Lynchburg. It's coming up on Friday the 27th at City Armory. Then, of course, the Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling is returning to Roanoke Starland Arena on Saturday, December 28th, with the Super Destroyer against Sonny King here, plus many other matches. Brute Bernard against the Avenger, Evelyn Stevens against Belle Starr, T.O.T. and Mike Stallings versus the Outlaws, other matches. But you've got, Sonny, you've got that Super Destroyer, the Masked Man.
Now, Bill, that's a conspiracy within itself. I knew that I'd signed for these matches, but it was supposed to be like wide apart. But now he and Valentine have got together and got him close. But Bill, what I'm saying is Valentine and the Super Destroyer could come and get Sonny King the same night because I am ready, Bill. And I don't care wherever it is, I'm ready for him, Bill. And what I want to say to Valentine and Super Destroyer, come and watch each other and see what's going to happen there.
Right. And that's going to happen at Roanoke Starland Arena Saturday, December 28th.
Match between two great wrestling stars, and I'm talking about Johnny Weaver and the Destroyer, come to Greenville this coming Monday night. Because, Johnny, I think it's going to be a whale of a battle.
Well, it certainly is, David. I've got a real desire, and I guess every other wrestler has too, to be the man that takes the mask off of the Destroyer. And, of course, he's got a great desire of keeping that on and keeping his identity hid. The match we had a couple weeks ago on television, everybody witnessed. I learned a lot in that match. I learned that the mask can come off and that he's not immune to pain, that the sleeper hold works on him. And I think the biggest job I'm going to have, and I think you will agree, is keeping him away from the ropes, because he uses the ropes to his advantage. He uses the ropes to abuse the rules and keep that mask on. Now, we had it almost off, at least about half of it off on television. I wouldn't want to remove the mask in that manner. I'd rather remove the mask in a prescribed way where you pin him 1, 2, 3, his shoulders on the mat, or you make him give up. However, David, if he continues to wrestle with the tactics he had before, then I'll resort to the same thing. And if I have to tear the mask off like we did on television, I'm going to do it. I want to start this new year out with wrestling fans down here who have supported me for many years in that manner by exposing the Destroyer to all the fans in Greenville area. Now, he claims to be an international star. There's some more international stars coming around here who say they wrestled all over the world. Johnny Valentine, for one, I'm speaking of. I'm kind of country boy around here. I haven't been all over the world to wrestle. We've just been around the Carolinas, which I think is a great part of the country, and we're just going to show some of these guys that you don't have to be an international star to be well-liked or be a top wrestler. I think a few world champions came down here and run into the same situation and found out that there was some good wrestlers down here, and Monday night, right here in Greenville, it's going to be my chance to get that mask off one way or another, Destroyer.
July 28th at 3 p.m. are now on sale at the Civic Center ticket office. Big match coming up this coming Monday night in Greenville. The Super Destroyer wrestles Sonny King, Rip Paulk, and Ric Flair wrestle Johnny Weaver and Nelson Royal. Tonight in Spartanburg, the big one. Tiger Conway Jr. wrestles Johnny Valentine for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. Mr. Valentine, as you can see, your opponent's right here on my left, and he is a very tough and worthy opponent.
I would say that. He is tough, young, and eager. He really wants this belt. My last meeting with him was quite a match. He really put up a fight. He put up such a great fight that I really think he deserves a title match, and I am giving it to him. Now, as far as he winning the next match is concerned, is something else. I don't intend to give this up because I like to be the champ. And to tear this away from me is like peeling my skin off, and that would be a hard task for anyone. I don't care how strong, how tough this man is, how great a wrestler he is. This can never be separated from me.
Tiger?
Look, let me tell you something. The people there, they saw what happened. I beat him. I had him going. I had him outside of the ring. The referee was making the count, and I was coming back inside of the ring. He caught my leg, hold my leg until the count reached 10. What kind of champion is that? Look ahead, Johnny Valentine. You better be ready, because I'm ready, Daddy. And I'm going to take that belt, and I'm going to wear it proudly.
I think you're all talk. All you can do is talk and talk and talk. But
Well,
now you
come
get
tonight, it won't be any talk, Daddy.
Tonight'll-
It's going to be me and
tonight'll
you
be
and
the
that
night.
belt at stake. And that's
I'll
what
just-
I'm
Tonight
after.
in
I'll just
Spartanburg.
spank your
This yet, and I'm talking about Carl Cox.
Let me correct you a little bit on that. I've been called Carl Cox by lots of people, but most people call me Killer Carl Cox.
Oh, why do they call you Killer Carl Cox?
Well, there's apparent reason for that that I won't care to go into right now. We haven't got the time right now to go into that anyhow.
Well, I understand that you've wrestled all over the world in the United States, and that you have been barred out of 11 states in the United States for your wrestling hold. I think they call that the Brain Buster.
Well, let me clarify one thing first. I've been barred probably out of more states than any wrestler in the professional wrestling business today. I have been suspended in more states than any wrestler in the world today. And this is a fact that that I'm very proud of, because there's not too many fellas who can stand before these cameras and state that. Now you may say, well, why? What is it so?
Why
Why are you so proud? Yes. Why am I proud to be barred out of states? Because I know that from every state I get barred from, I'm going to put a fear in someone's heart. Fear like guys like Johnny Weaver and Jerry Briscoe and Thunderbolt Patterson, the guys like that. They've all heard of my reputation. They've heard about the Brain Buster. They've heard about my reputation in general.
Well, I understand, too, that you've been barred out of New Zealand and Australia.
Yes, that's true, too. I've just been barred out of Australia and New Zealand, in fact, all of Asia. So you're going to be hearing a lot about Killer Carl Cox in this part of the country, and you are going to be witness to Brain Buster.
What is the Brain Buster?
We'll go into that at a later date, too, okay?
All right.
Just hang around. You'll be watching. You'll be seeing guys get dropped on their head and be carried out of the ring. So
It's that
we're just gonna-
devastating.
It's that devastating. Probably the most devastating hold of wrestling today.
Well, thank you, Mr. Cox. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're going to see a lot of this man and a lot of his Brain Buster. Remember, this is Carl Cox.
Killer Carl Cox.
There's not anybody that's supposed to be down here but me and my boys. Spider Grip, my Uncle Reba Joe, and the whole bunch. That means you, Eddie Graham, George Scott, Jimmy Crockett, the whole pack of you. This is my private land. This is my haven. This is my place away from you and the National Wrestling Alliance. You understand what I'm saying? I've come down here to get my head together. I've come down here trying to understand, trying to find out what's going on, why my belt was taken away from me, why the great legend has fallen. I'm going to tell you something. I found out something. Down here's where the people are. We settle everything our own way, man to man. Not a bunch of running around behind your back going to the president of the National Wrestling Alliance and stuff like this. Down here, winner take all. Any best man win, any way he can. I'm going to be leaving on a world tour very shortly, and I'm going to get my stuff together, and I'm going to find out exactly what I've been doing wrong. Now, if I find the answer in Hong Kong, if I find it in Russia, no matter where it's at, I'll be coming back. And you can believe what I say, Eddie Graham and George Scott, you're going to have to reckon with me. Because sooner or later, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back to claim the crown, the championship, the U.S. championship that belongs to me. And once again, whoa, Junior, once again, I'm going to be the champion of all these United States. Because you know, and everybody in this United States knows, that there ain't a man in the world today that can beat me.